Hi guys, it's me, Faye, and I'm with Harmony.
Hello.
And we are doing a bite-sized spirituality series.
Yes.
And in this video, we're going to be talking about past lives. So, have you ever had a past life that you remember or recall? I don't remember.
No,
that
was a short video.
I've always felt really drawn to like colonial times and like Puritans, and I don't know why, like this, especially the time of like Christopher Columbus supposedly discovering America, and like I just can't explain, like that sort of time I've always felt really drawn to. Like I don't know, I can like imagine myself like, I don't know, living like in Boston or like somewhere in that sort of like New England, but I just don't know why I've always, ever since I was little, I felt really, really sort of like drawn to that time. So I don't know, maybe if I'd had some sort of past life then, but I can't like recall it, I don't know. But I don't know, yeah, then I've always felt really drawn to.
I've always felt really drawn to like the 60s and 70s, but I wouldn't necessarily say, because I don't remember any past lives. I definitely believe in them. I'm a strong believer in reincarnation, but I don't remember any. And I've always felt very drawn to the 60s and 70s, but I don't necessarily see that as being a connection to a past life. I kind of see that as being more based on my experiences in this life so far. I like elements of that time. Do you know what I mean? I like the history of that time based on what I've heard, and based on the music, and based on the clothing, and based on, you know, the surroundings and everything of that time. That's what I like, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that's based on a past life. I think that's just my opinions from this one.
Oh, it's the same sort of like influenced by what you've seen and heard and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Different. The 50s as well, I've always felt really drawn to. I don't know, I've always sort of really liked this sort of...
You look good in one of those skirts.
Yeah, I've always really, really liked the 50s. I don't know, I always sort of felt if I was like, sometimes I'm from the wrong era, I'd love to like, I don't know, like, go back to the 50s, like, you know, if you could just go back for like a day or a week or something, and just sort of like, actually first-hand, like, see what it was like, and, I don't know, I could just imagine myself sort of like, I don't know, just think...
Being in Greece.
Yeah, I know. I love her, sort of like diners, and like, all the I love it, the music and everything, yeah.
Everyone living off milkshakes and burgers.
I know, I just love it. I wish I would like to have a past life regression, I think. I don't know, part of me would be a bit, like, scared, like, in case it, I don't know, brought to the surface and, like, really, like, uncomfortable, like, past memories, and if it would, like, I don't know, start to affect, like, my life now, like, in a negative way. But, on the other hand, I think maybe it could possibly, I don't know, maybe give me some answers, like, partly to, the, like, why I am the way I am, if that makes sense. Like, if I have, like, been influenced by, like, a previous life. I don't know, I just sort of, like, I feel like my soul's lived before. Like, I can't explain, like, how or why I feel like that, but I do.
Yeah, I definitely believe that mine has as well. I don't
feel like a new soul, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't necessarily feel like it has, if that makes sense. Like, I can't, if I do, I can't put anything into words. See, I made you sick. I can't put anything into words as such, but I definitely don't believe that I'm a first timer. Just probably because of my strong belief in reincarnation. I personally, this is just for me, I'm not interested in past life regression, just purely because I sort of think if I needed that information in this life, then I'd have been born with it. So I'm not really interested in finding it out, because I just think if I needed to know, it would already be there, and maybe finding out would actually hold me back from learning some of the lessons I'm meant to learn in this lifetime. I don't know, but I'm open-minded to it, and I just sort of think if that's what you want to do and it feels right for you, then go for it, because it might really help you. But if it's not, like it's not for me, then don't.
Do you think it's possible that you're like some sort of like, I don't know, like animal species, like, or something like that in the past?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think that I've only been human. I think there's a possibility I've been lots of things.
I definitely think I was a butterfly. I do. I have to put that out there.
When I wake up first thing in the morning, I drag my ass out of bed. I think I might have been a slug.
No, I do definitely. I think I've said this before. I don't know why. I do definitely think that I was a butterfly in a previous life. I know butterflies tend to not live very long, but I know, it'd be cool. I don't know, I can't. This was like ever since I was really tiny, since I was probably like about 4 or 5, always been really drawn to butterflies and really love everything about butterflies, like not even just how they look, just like everything. Like I don't know, I just always feel really happy when I think of butterflies as well, and I'd love to find it.
This is all true. Literally, if you took her to the butterfly farm, it would be like
I love it there.
Dealing with a junkie.
Yeah, getting my
take her home and she'd just cry.
I would be devastated. We'll have to go there together soon, and we'll film a video, and you can see me dancing with the butterflies.
Just there covered in them.
Yeah, I know, actually would. Yeah, I don't know. I say those are my biggest things. What makes me think I've had a past life, or what like maybe possible era would have been like Puritan times, and then like if I was a species would have been like a butterfly. But I don't know. I would love to know. I do see your point though. If I was supposed to know, then maybe I would have been like.
I'm not saying that for everybody. That's
no, but it
my
does sort of make sense
view.
in a way.
I could have come to that realization purely based on fear of not wanting to know and worrying that it would damage me psychologically if I did know, and also from a skeptic point of view, and worrying that people take your money and mess you around.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe my view is kind of tainted. Well, it will be. It will be tainted in some way, whether it's for the benefit or, out of fear. It will be tainted in some way. So for me, I don't necessarily desire. But I certainly wouldn't say to other people don't. I think if it's something that you really, really desire to do, then it probably is something you're meant to do, because otherwise you wouldn't feel that strongly about it. And my main advice would just be to make sure, like really do your research and really make sure somebody is not scamming you, because it's an awful lot of money to put towards utter crap.
And especially get that false hope as well, don't you?
Like a 5-year-old could just make that for you.
It's something that I'd never actually thought about, actually. That's a really good point. I never actually thought, I always sort of thought, oh yeah, I want to get past life regression and stuff, and I'd probably like go on the internet and find someone and be like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll do that. But I never really thought, which is a very valid point, that obviously there are a lot of like charlatans and things about, and yeah, and I probably would be one of those people that would be.
I think I'm very sceptical. Like, I go on eBay and occasionally, when I have some spare pennies and I think, I'd like something nice, something new and something nice to go on my altar, I'll just type in Wicca on eBay or type in pagan on eBay, just to, go through and have a look at the little ornaments and stuff. And there's so many people on eBay selling spell kits.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Or selling spells and different things like that. Or it's like, you pay me money and I'll do a spell to make so-and-so fall in love with you. Just give me a name and a date of birth or stuff like that. And I know for a fact that those things don't work, They don't work because that isn't how witchcraft works.
No.
And those people are preying purely on those who are not as educated and getting their money, and it makes me feel sick. It's disgusting, and I think that's the one thing, because for the longest time I didn't want to do tarot, because I didn't feel like tarot readings for other people, because I didn't feel comfortable in myself doing them. And then when I did, I sort of thought, well, how are people going to know that I'm genuine and I'm not just taking their money and messing them around? But I guess the thing is with tarot, when you're telling people something about themselves, they know whether it's true or not. Whereas when you're telling somebody that you can make something happen for them, like, people are really dark. People can be really sick with this. Like, they can say, oh, your parents got terminal cancer, I can fix that. Give me £150 and I'll get rid of the cancer. And it's just horrible to prey on people like that. So I am very sceptical of
things like that,
of different things, of different services that people offer.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Yeah, I suppose it is something that's important that you have to look out for, and it's something that I don't always think about, but it is important to think about it. And actually thinking about what you said about people scamming people on eBay and selling them spells and stuff, when I was 12 or 13, I think I was in my first year of secondary school. A girl I went to primary school with, she was always seen as quite weird, and I know she was sort of into witchcraft a bit, but not like properly. Like she would always try and sell people spells and stuff. And I remember I fancied this boy, and she said that she could get him to go out with me, and I had to give her like £1. I remember the small like Sunny D juice bottles. Remember you used to get the small like individual ones. She made like this like potion or whatever, and I had to get him to drink it. And I remember she'd put like washing up liquid and all different sorts of stuff in it, and like literally I tried to get him to like drink it, but he wouldn't. He poured it away, and I tried to get my money back off her, and she wouldn't give my money back. That's awful, isn't it? But yeah, that's my experience. I haven't been scammed out of loads of money. Like £1 isn't quite the same, but
that's terrible. Imagine if he drank it.
I know. Yeah, I can't remember what else she put in, but I know it was washing up liquid in it. I can't remember what else it was.
If he drank it, he'd have to go to hospital.
That's really bad, isn't it? Yeah, he just like poured it all away. But yeah,
Good for him.
But yeah, no, that's my experience of being scammed. In case you want to know, I was scammed out of a whole £1.
I know that there is a lot of people. Well, I say a lot of people. I don't know that there's a lot of people. But I'm sure there is. But I've heard of people on like eBay and stuff that are selling fake crystals.
Oh really?
Yeah, I haven't heard of anything recently, but I haven't looked. But I know that there was some talk about it ages ago because there was quite a big eBayer that sold crystals, and they sold a lot of quartz points and stuff like that, but it was literally just glass. Like,
so how would you like find out if someone was genuine, like selling that sort of thing?
I would check all of the feedback. Obviously, if it's a new seller and they don't have much feedback, there's not much you can do other than try and find somebody else. But if this seller is selling something for a good price or nobody else is selling it, it's up to you, it's your decision. But if somebody has made lots of sales, I would thoroughly check the feedback, not just the feedback from the previous month or whatever, but all of the feedback, because you have to take into consideration that a lot of people that are buying crystals or buying things aren't necessarily going to know what they should be. Like, I would imagine, you know, you could, out of 30 people, probably 27 of them believed that glass was a quartz crystal. Do you know what I mean? It's only the people that really know what they're talking about that are going to be able to tell the difference. So, really do thoroughly look at feedbacks and things like that.
Yeah, so it's a case of doing your homework. That would go for like past life regression or any sort of like anything you buy or any like holistic therapies that you want to like have, or anything really. It goes for anything in life, doesn't it? But yeah, so maybe you need sort of a slightly more sceptical friend.
I'm just ruining everything.
Just to balance it out and all that sort of thing. But we'd love to know your views on past lives and charlatans, I suppose, and all that sort of
and if you've ever been
stuff.
scammed,
Yeah, true.
you know, post if you know of a scammer website or somebody who doesn't post out their stuff, or somebody who, you know, is scamming people, put it in the comments box so other people are aware.
Yeah, so we know as well, so I'll probably get scammed. So yeah, that would be good. And it was nice to talk with you all, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!